How's it going, everybody? I'm here with you with another brand battle, actually part 2 of the Mercury versus Evinrude slash OMC slash Bombardier, whatever you want to call it, BRP. Here we go. This is where we were at. When I left you before, we were at 1998-99. That's where we kind of went, we're done, here we are. But now we're back. So in this hand, if you can picture a little Ficht right here, Ficht motor, see that guy? Vroom, vroom, vroom. And then over here, we got an Optimax. That was the battle right there in 99. We had the Ficht versus the Optimax, okay? 99, 98, 99 Optimaxes, in my eyes, were probably as reliable as they have ever been, right there. And the only reason I say that, but they were detuned. I felt they were detuned. No one's ever told me they were detuned. I felt they were detuned. They didn't get on playing the greatest. They didn't have the top end like the newest ones did, but they stayed together. I know some guys that got 1,300 hours on one of them, but I know guys that got 800 hours on them and they smoked a crankshaft or a rod bearing. But they were a good motor. They were a good motor. They ran, they started, but I believe they were detuned. No one's ever said they were detuned to me, but I think they were detuned. And then on this hand, here's my favorite motor in the world right here. See this guy? It's a little blue fella. He says Evinrude on the side, and it says Ficht. In 99, the Ficht started, it ran for a while, and that's about it. That's about it. I mean, it was literally the ticking time bomb. Like, poof. Okay? The whole deal was the death to what happened. So we got the Opti fighting with the Ficht. Fighting, battling it out. Optimax wins, knocks his ass right out. He's done. Out cold. Then we move on. So let's jump a couple years to 2001. 2001 in my eyes was the worst year for Optimax. They blew up. Compressors failed, and the Optis got their nickname Opti Pop, I believe in 2001. They weren't as like the Orville Redenbacher Ficht over here, which was the old popcorn machine, popping like popcorn. Everyone that went through, all boom, booda boom. But in 2001, we dealt with the Optimax, which got its nickname OptiPop, and then we got the old Ficht over here. That is probably in 2001 the lowest of lows in technology in my eyes when it comes to those two brands. But this one over here was so bad that this one made it like the deal. The Opti won it all the way through, went on to 2005, the Opti was great. The Ficht, well, let's double back here to 2001. I heard a rumor that I think in 2001, now you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, is when they went away. OMC was done. Bombardier starts to buy because that's when we went to the American flag style. I know guys that had them and didn't get warranty. Bombardier said no, and they were blown up, and there were some problems going on there. First protection, warranty extended. I mean, it sounds like a goddamn mess. It was a mess. Evinrude was a mess. Putting used parts on motors, selling them as brand new. Ding, good job. And still trying to just bail themselves out. Anyway, they went away. Bombardier picked them up, and they released the Ficht, but then they released it with a Bombardier sticker, and then they said, no, that's not our technology. We're not dealing with that. That's garbage. You can throw it away. Okay, that's all happened. While that's all happening and the battle begins and they're fighting amongst themselves, Mercury's over here perfecting the Optimax, perfecting it to better fuel economy, fixing the compressor issue, fixing the bearing issues on the crank, just continuing to make that motor better. And while this company over here is like a mixed up bowl of spaghetti with meatballs chewed up into it, it looks like poo, that's what they're doing. This company over here is becoming better. They're working at getting better. We move into the mid 2000s, 2005, 2006, E-Tech, Optimax. I think some of the Evinrude guys started to get excited, if you know what I mean, and they started buying the E-Techs. E-Techs were performing well. I think the first ones came out, they were decent, I think. Decent, maybe. All right. But the Opti was getting better, getting really good. And then we continue to move on while we got the E-Tech chugging along. The Opti's up here. We released the Pro XS. The Pro XS dominates the E-Tech in my eyes. Probably not in some of your Evinrude guys' eyes, but the Pro XS dominates the E-Tech in my eyes. And I'm just basing it on what I see around here, what we dealt with here. Loads of E-Techs coming in for all sorts of problems, computer problems, injector problems, blow-ups, oil pump failures. Lower units were garbage. That Lightning thing that they built, throw that in the freaking trash. Here, let's replace it with a Magnum that doesn't work because it slows the boat down. Nice idea. Good idea, guys. But at least it was bigger, heavier junk. But they're doing better. Mercury's lightening their gear case. They're lighting it up. It's getting lighter. They're making more aerodynamics. They're making the motor go faster. Evinrude's just trying to make it run. Mercury's winning. They're winning out. It's going away. Then we get to the late 2000s where we got the Pro XS still at the plateau. I mean, it's like up here. There's Pro XSs everywhere at this point. I'm buying barrels of oil because I can't keep them in stock. It's just completely running out of my shop. Like if someone's got the damn valve open because there's so many Optimaxes up here. And the E-Techs are laying in my shop in pieces because they were blown up and everything was garbage. But then we're now into G. Here comes the G-Funk era coming in. Is that legal for me to say that? Can I say that? All right, that's cool. That was pretty good. The G-Funk era comes floating in, and we got the Pro XS up here. Guys driving down the river, and all of a sudden they steer the wrong way, or some shit like that happened. I heard some horror stories of guys cruising down the creek with their G's on the back, and all of a sudden they turn left, and yeah, what a mess. What a mess. Wasn't a fan of that technology. I wasn't a fan of the technology when the FICT was introduced, and then we ended up with the E-Nation E-Tech, which was just fucking not good. The only thing I liked about it was the red, white, and blue on the side because it was America. And then we went into the G-Funk era. Not the deal. And the whole time, Mercury's sitting on a multi-billion-dollar mega resource called the Optimax/Pro XS, and they pushed it right into today, where now we're into the 4-stroke. We'll get to that on another day. I have some opinions about that. But that late 90s through the 2000s, late 2000s into 2018, Mercury all the way. I mean, like Mike Tyson beating the shit out of some guy that's never boxed in his life before. Like, all done. Like, wham, bam, boom, I'm gonna bite your ear, you're gonna fall on the ground. Done. All over. But you Evinrude guys, I know you're gonna hate me for it, but I'm just telling you what I saw. It was a mess. It was a complete mess. And Bombardier, hey, you did a great job trying to bail them out. I understand why they're bye-bye. I think I called it, I don't know how many years ago. They're not gonna make it. They're not gonna make it. They're not gonna make it. You just can't do it. So let's wrap things up. Let's take it back to 99, Mercury. Mid-2000s, Mercury, end of 2000, or not the end of 2000, 2018, 2017, close to where we're at right now, Mercury. Optimax, the Pro XS, dominated the FICT, it dominated the E-Tech, and it obviously beat the G, because they're gone. So, in my wrap-up, Mercury wins that 10-year, 15-year span, whatever I just talked about. Thumbs up to the Mercury guys, they built a hell of a motor, but it's gone now. I saw a lot of them. They had problems too, but nothing like that blue motor did. I mean, it literally, it was catastrophic. It was a demise of a company. It really was. They should have went 4-stroke. When the FICT turned to garbage, they should have just went 4-stroke. They had the opportunity. They should have went 4-stroke. They should have designed a kick-ass 4-stroke. They should have been ahead of the game. They should have got some Japanese engineering into it and made a kick-ass 4-stroke. We wouldn't be sitting here today. They'd be ahead of the game. They'd been in front of Mercury again. They'd be tipping toes with the goddamn Japanese, but they decided to stick with that damn fuel injection, and it killed them. And that's my life, and that's what I'm sticking to. I mean, you don't have to come out with 6 brands of oil to try to make your damn motors run. Just make them run and run good. Simple. Mercury, Optimax oil, pour it in. Go boating. That's what they did. That's what they built. I know there's a lot that blew up, they popped, they did what they did. But I'm telling you, numbers-wise, there's 300 dead Evinrudes here, and there's 50 dead Mercury Optimaxes here. That's how it was. So that's my deal. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you appreciated it. Hey, don't forget to comment below on the brand battle. Make sure you comment on what you'd like to see. We want to keep these brand battles going. I want to know what you want to see. We've had some talk about Mercury Yamaha. If you'd like to see that, give us some thumbs up on that. Just keep them coming. Keep these brand battles coming. I promise you, there's more champ to come. I keep getting hounded. It's coming, all right? We've been over busy. We did some champ stuff. We did it on the weekends. We got more coming, I promise you. But make sure you keep commenting on these brand battles. We're not going away from the champ. Let's do some more brand battles. Let's do some more team talks. Just comment below. Give me some stuff to talk about. We appreciate it. And like I said, it's just my honest opinion of what I've seen. I'm not gonna blow smoke up anybody's ass. I'm gonna throw it right at you with what I want. So that's it. Make sure you comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell to witness the madness that we call speed, money, and no brakes. Peace out. I'm gone.